Hey, before we get to the video, I just wanted to encourage you, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Also, down below, you're going to see a button that says thanks. If you go there, you can help support my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Now, on to the video. All right, so this is harder ground. It looks like an access road along the edge of the field, but I got it's like a 68, 70. Could be a penny. That's kind of the penny range. I found good stuff under like an access roads around farm fields that, you know, they don't get plowed. I've had good luck in the past. It seems to be an untouched part. So let's see. Yeah, that's what it is. Dang it. It's a piece of wire, a conduit, aluminum. Yep, and that's it. All right, on to the next. All right, so this target's deep. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like a high tone, giving me numbers like high 60s, 70s, even 88, but is that a coin? That's a coin. I see a coin. Yeah, it's a penny. Dang it. I think it's a wheat penny. Yeah, it's a wheat penny. That's cool. I can't see it. It's like right there, but I just can't see it. Clean it up at home. Wheat penny, by the way, 1916. Took forever to clean this thing up, but it's 1916. So I buried it, swung my coil over it, and was getting a signal, kind of a faint signal, right next to the hole I just dug. So I dug down, and the signal became stronger. And I was not expecting this at all. Let's see, get into the sunlight. But this is a Civil War bullet. Now I'm trying to find out what kind is it. Yep. Yep, you can clearly see the base right there. But this is a Confederate bullet, and you can see the markings on the top with the ramrod where the soldier really had to force it down the barrel, but that's a Confederate bullet. Confederate bullets are much more rare than, you know, the average 3-ring mini ball. All right. I hate digging lead. Not lead, I'm sorry. I like digging lead. I don't like digging iron. And that's what the signal is supposed to be. But I'm going to give it a shot because I am right where the cannons were firing in my direction. One of these days I'll come out and just dig nothing but iron and look for a shell fragment or something like that, but alright, I see some. Don't need the pinpointer. So when you're digging iron, camera's probably not looking in there. Looks like a nail, but when you're digging iron has what's called a halo effect, and we've all seen it. You see a piece of an old nail or a piece of old iron rusting in the ground, and it's like the soil around it is all rusty. So yeah, here's a nail. That's why I hate digging iron. Let's check it again. Yep, that's it. Hooray, a nail. On to the next. Is that aluminum? I thought I saw aluminum before I even started. What is this? I didn't even... That's something, but looks like I have something else in my hand as well. This almost looks iron. Yeah, that's iron. So that's a piece of iron. Now this should be a bullet fragment. That's what this is. This is a bullet fragment. Cleaning this off, you can see the white oxidation on the old lead. Almost looks melted, but anyhow, that's what this is. I found a lot of them in the Civil War area, so keep looking. See if we can find a little bit more than a fragment or buckle. That'd be cool. All right, this was I think a 2930. Signal got better when I pulled the top layer off. And it's deep, so that's good. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Piece of aluminum. Editing YouTube videos makes metal detecting look a lot more fun, but that's the way it goes. I figure for every cool relic I find, I don't even know how many holes, how many soda cans and beer cans and pull tabs and everything I dig. So, all right, we'll keep going. I'm on good land, so I got high hopes. All right, now here's a good signal. 47, 48. Looks like it's out in the plug. So there are dogs. Property owner has dogs, and I hate when the dogs are barking because I think that would tick off any property owner. But you know, the wife had told me that they bark at everything and they're out there. So, but it still bugs me. That not bugs me as far as they're barking, but it bothers me in terms of I don't want to tick off the property owner. So this is why I can never get really close to their house in this field, because the dogs are there. So what happened just a minute ago, I've got this Barks Buddy on my Amazon page. I'll put a link in the description, but someone got this for me a couple years ago, and I never even used it. But I carry this. It just, you push the button. It's got a little strobe, but it's got some ultrasonic sound that dogs don't like. So there were 4 big dogs just a few minutes ago that just came bolting towards the property line. There's no fence or anything, and I pulled this thing out. I actually just pointed it kind of at the ground and just hit the button, and all 4 of the dogs just stopped. So they didn't even, they stopped. So this is a cool thing. good way to get kicked off of permission, is having an issue with their pets. So anyhow, I just dug this hole, and this is what's in it. And that should be a Williams cleaner. Dropped Williams cleaner. See on the top right here, I don't know if you can see it, little raised dimple on the top of this. I'll have to double check, but that's almost like a sprue mark from when it's poured in the mold and they snip the top. It's either that, or I can't remember with the Williams cleaner. There's different variants of it, different types. There's a few of them, but I'll check it out. I'll see if that little dimple on the top means anything. But yeah, I love digging these things. So on to the next. All right, this is low 40s. Not as deep as I want to see. See that? Aluminum. Recently, I found, just right here on the corner of this field, I found 2 rivets from the Civil War with leather still attached, which is really unique. I think it has a lot to do with the soil type and all of that, but for the leather to still be around. So we'll keep looking. Hey, so this rivet that my friend found, he showed it to me at the end of the day, and it's just a really neat find. If you find rivets metal detecting on a Civil War battle area, they're pretty unique finds. They're cool relics to have and display, but to find one with the leather still attached to it, and I have in the past, I think twice, but this one has a lot of leather still attached to it. So pretty cool. It goes back to I think the soil conditions in this particular field that has allowed that leather to last 160 years. So pretty neat find. All right, so this would be the perfect signal for old lead. But I kind of hesitate because it's, yeah, see, it's close to the surface. And close to the surface usually means aluminum. But every now and then, because I can see it on my screen of the Manticore, the 2D screen, but every now and then you gotta dig it and double check. But I think the most shallow I've ever found a Civil War bullet was, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches deep. That was the most shallow. I've never found one. Not saying that others don't, but I've never found one up on the surface. From what I hear, back in the 60s and 70s, when metal detectors were out there and a lot of things was not regulated, I know that they were practically just picking things up when it comes to old battlegrounds and whatnot, but must have been fun. All right, we'll keep going. All right, so this is a good signal. This is like a 5860, and the depth looks good. It's not right up on the surface, so. All right, here it is. What are you? Bullet fragment. Yeah, it's lead. Yeah, this is a bullet fragment. I found a lot like this right in this area. But yeah, it's got that really dark brown crust on it, and underneath will be that white oxidation, so that counts, right? Find buck and ball. Bullet fragments. Those count as bullets. Those are fired in battle at the Civil War.
Obviously these complete ones look a lot better, but that is not aluminum, so I'm happy about that. Let's keep going before the sun goes down. Yeah, 45, so it's actually looking like a better signal now that I've moved some dirt over it, or away from it. So let's see. Jeez. There it is. Famous aluminum from the Civil War. Too bad it wasn't invented.
So you've heard me say that aluminum was not invented during the Civil War. Here's a little backstory. So aluminum was extremely hard to process for industrial use. So in 1886, a French engineer and an American engineer, they developed a process to refine it for practical industrial use. And then in 1889, an Austrian engineer created a different technique, and the technique is actually used to present day. So during the Civil War, 1861 to 1865, aluminum was not around. So if you're digging aluminum and you're unsure what it is, you're on really good Civil War property. It's post-war by probably a decade and a half. So now you know.
It's deep. I don't know, this looks like the signal's gone to pot now that I pulled the plug. So let's see. There it is. Huh. This might be good. That's Civil War lead right there. Yeah, that's Civil War lead. You know what this looks like? Honestly? This looks like the bullet has been hammered. See that? You've got it hammered. It's bent in the middle, and it looks like a tooth just like that would have been on the other side that's since broken off. But yeah, soldiers used to do that sitting around at camp. They would make like game pieces out of bullets. They'd carve them up, do things like that. But that looks specific. Looks like it's been hammered out. Not like a fragment. I found a lot of bullet fragments right here, but none like this that looks like it was purposefully hammered flat, and then whatever this is. So, okay.
Hey, so this right here, this is a hammered bullet. So a Civil War soldier, out of boredom or whatever, hammered one of his lead bullets flat, and it looks like it was purposefully bent up. Obviously one side broke off. It almost looks like it was flat with two ears sticking up right there. But pretty neat find. The reality is that around Civil War campsites, obviously on a battleground, anything could be found that was in their equipment or their pockets. But it was common that Civil War soldiers would hammer out or flatten out their bullets, carve their bullets, and make everything from dice to checkers to chess pieces to poker chips to tokens, all kinds of things. So when you come across something like that, it's really special because to me, it kind of puts that personal dimension on the relic that you found. That was something you could just kind of let your mind go back. Civil War soldier sitting around the fire or bored at camp, carving on a bullet or trying to play checkers with his friends. So they're cool finds when you come across them, and who knows what this was.